Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joshua Chastain here again with my wife Veronica. This is the W.L.L. show. We love Lawrence. I am here at the Winding Road with Victoria, Phyllis, and Abby. Ladies, please tell me a little bit about yourselves and tell me a little bit about where I'm at and what y'all do.
Okay. Well, my name's Abby. I'm the owner. We just got our new office here at 644 North Harper Street. We do mental health counseling. We specialize in pretty much everything from trauma to grief to PTSD to anxiety, you name it, we do it. We've been a business for about 3 years. We had a small office down on the square, but there wasn't enough parking, there wasn't enough privacy, it wasn't what the people wanted. So we took it home. We had a home office and we did that for about a year and a half, and now we've just outgrown it. So we're here. You want to add something?
Okay. Phyllis is our counselor. She has been doing counseling for
27 years.
Closer to 28. December will be 28 years.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Victoria. I handle most of the day-to-day scheduling, billing, pretty much overall office management.
Yeah.
I am also finishing up my yoga certification to teach. So look forward to having yoga sessions here in Lawrence. I also do life coaching, health. I'm working on health coaching now and career coaching. So
We are also notaries.
Yes.
Abby got her notary in the mail yesterday.
Yep, we're all
But I've been a
notaries.
notary forever and ever and ever. So we're also a notary in case anybody needs one as well.
Yes. So my main goal, like where I see this business going, is an all-around wellness center. I see a doctor. I see a therapist. I see a psychiatrist. I see a massage therapist. I see all of us under one roof, like where you can get it all done at one time. So that's my giant dream. So we're just slowly, one day at a time, working that way.
When you got started, was that always your dream?
Yes, that's always been my dream. When we very first got started, I knew we would just be slow. I mean, it was just me and my mom before Victoria came along. I had just got out of school for administrative office technology, so I was still learning medical billing. I was still learning coding. I was very fresh and green. So we had no business loan. We had nothing. We just picked it up and took off running. We did it all.
Sometimes that's the best way to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just pick things up and you have to run with it and you have to go with it in order to succeed.
Yep.
Being in mental health for all these years, my daughters, even at a very young age, had to sign confidentiality forms. They were around the chronically mentally ill when I first started in this field, and so they've been around people with schizophrenia, bipolar, and severe mental health disorders, and so and we've got a lot of crazy people in our family, and so they've always grown up with understanding and respecting the mental health, but also recognizing the stigma with mental health. And when Abby and I first started about doing this together, one of the main things that we were concerned with, and you put in that press release even in the very beginning, was that we're really concerned about the stigma of mental health, especially here in Lawrence County.
Yep.
And so there's been nowhere really to go except Lawrence Mental Health, and they can only do so much, and they've got just the budget the state can allow. And so what I wanted to do after working in that system for many years was to just do our own thing, but be able to provide that arm or that extension to Lawrence Mental Health so that people can come here and get care, and we can still work with their family doctors and psychiatrists as well and create that team that they need in order to get mental health treatment.
That's great. I mean, truly, that is because someone who is, and I'll say this, someone who is close to mental health, having my own personal mental health issues, that to me shows that you care not only about your community, but you care about your county and you care about the people who live in it.
Absolutely.
And that is what we need and that is what we want. Now, I know y'all are in a brand new office, and this is a beautiful office, might I say, everybody.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
Thank
it is
you.
very beautiful. It looks lovely. It's great. It's easy to find. Why here? Was this just convenient, or was this?
Okay. We consider Victoria to be our good luck charm
Yep.
for whatever reason. Now, not to offend anybody as far as their religion is concerned, but we really think Victoria's a blessing. But Victoria's been in school and we've all had like so many irons in the fire, and we reconnected with Victoria recently and said, we've got to have you come back, we're expanding, we've got to get this going. And the last thing we said in our meeting was, we got to have a new office. The very next morning, less than 24 hours from that moment in time, I'm having coffee with my mom and Victoria calls. There's a building that just went on the market. And so, I mean, had just shown up. And so we jumped all over it. And not only that, it was the best deal. It was just,
There was no beating.
there was no escaping this building. It
I
called
walked in
to
this
us.
building and just fell in love with it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect for everything we need. I'm a very kind of introverted type person, you know, so I like to do billing. I do the money stuff. I do all the, behind the scenes work. That's my office. The cubbyhole office is what I call it. So, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm sold. I'm sold. It was just done. So, I mean, it didn't take much. We did one walkthrough, and this is it. We were like, this is
Sounds very
totally-
similar to me buying my house.
Mhm.
So what actually made y'all want to actually do all of this? Was it just y'all woke up one day and saw that people need more help, or was it that y'all woke up
Yes.
one day and realized that the system that's in place might need to be improved?
You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. She was working at mental health. She was also doing private practice in Taylor's. Okay. So it got to the point where her health was in jeopardy. I mean, the stress level, the amount of clients, the people. I mean, it's just insane how many people need help in this area. So, I mean, it got to the point where she was actually hospitalized for a day. My grandmother got sick at the same time. And I thought to myself, we can do this at home. I mean, we can do this right here. So we do a sliding scale fee. We don't charge you extra if you don't have insurance, like a lot of others do. We do payment plans. We do everything. We do Medicaid. We do all the private insurances. We do everything. And that is because there are so many people in this town that don't reach out for help or don't go to Lawrence Mental Health because it's called Lawrence Mental Health. And they don't get what they need. They don't take care of themselves. So I thought to myself, how can we do that? How can we fix this? You know what I mean? What can we do to fix this? So we have a kind of inconspicuous name. We do everything and above for our clients. We text for people that don't feel comfortable calling. We have Facebook,
Messenger.
Yep, we've got it all.
Messenger.
I mean, we have literally made it.
We've even started doing the telehealth, where
Mhm.
if people aren't comfortable actually coming to the office,
We'll
they
Skype
can
'em.
do their sessions through the internet.
Y'all sound like true blessings on the community. I really do, honestly. And that's from somebody who knows it, been through it. Y'all sound like true blessings, and I wish a place like this had been available when I was going through what I was going through.
Mhm.
I truly, truly do, because this would have been an absolute wonder for me.
Yeah.
So, I know that Saturday, y'all have a wonderful open house, grand opening at this location. What
We
time
do.
is that going on? Tell everybody what time that's going on.
It's at
And
1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So it's just going to be kind of like a drop in, drop by kind of thing. We'll have a little, we'll have some cookies and some water and some drinks and stuff. Just very simple and small. We just want to say, hey, we're here, shake your hand, just kind of.
Especially if they have
Answer questions,
Yep.
about
give out
insurance.
information, and
Mhm.
yes.
I'm going to have a little PowerPoint show. That's just kind of going to be running, just on repeat. So it's going to have some answered questions on there. It's going to have a little information about who we are, what we're doing, what our goal is. So
And we also are signing up to do the essential oils. So we'll actually we're trying to do a more holistic approach in health as well. We're hoping to get a lot of that kick-started here
we're
soon.
building
So
that wellness.
wellness.
Victoria is also a certified life coach. So if somebody doesn't really need full-on mental health counseling, but they want to be more motivated and they want to move forward with their career or financially or, have a work-life balance, then when Victoria changes hats and she helps with life coaching.
That is absolutely fantastic. It really is. So, let's say this goes well for you guys, is there any?
We own it, it will go.
I love that. Is there any plans, any future foreseeable possibilities that y'all have to move again to an even bigger location?
We've dabbled with this.
Well, we got such a wonderful deal on this building. Thank you so much, Bill Baldwin, because we're leasing this building from Bill, and he's right next door. Wonderful family, and he has also worked on a board with the hospital system. He is very familiar with our health care here in Lawrence, so he was all on board to have us here in his building. And so I think we're pretty good for about 3 years. What do y'all think? 3 or 4
At
years.
least. Now, we have talked about expanding and what will we do if, we do get a doctor, what are we going to do if we do get a, massage therapist, all these other, entities. We have a giant parking lot. And so I have really been throwing around the idea of building on it. And just having like a tiny little community of wellness right here in this giant parking lot.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
I mean,
The
I can
room
totally
is here
see
for
that happening.
expansion. If Mr. Baldwin's on board, if we can work that out, even if we brought tiny houses on board, and
Yes.
whatever, and we had individualized
Yes.
Office spaces. But that definitely, we can expand right here. And I think we could make it work. Plus, it's near the highway. It's in a wonderful location. It's in a very unbiased area too, because we have every walk of life all the way around us here on this side of Lawrence. And so that way we're convenient for everybody, not just any one particular.
And I love that you added that last comment there, that you have people from every walks of life around you. I know a lot of times people go to a home office or somewhere else, and it's in a more of an upscale neighborhood, and a lot of people who might not be so as much upscale feel very uncomfortable in that
Absolutely.
in that setting. They really do.
Yep.
They really feel uncomfortable. So this being a neutral location as well as a very convenient location, it really helps y'all to do
Exactly.
what y'all are setting out to do. And I love what y'all are setting out to do. And again, unless y'all have anything else,
Well, and you don't have to worry about anybody seeing your car here if you're worried about being on this side of town, or you're worried about the stigma of mental health. We've got a nice giant parking lot, and you can come pull up, and
You
it's
park right in the
private, and nobody's looking at your license plate. You're totally in a safe environment, and it's private.
Yeah. And privacy is very important in this town. So we are the secret keepers of Lawrence.
Yes, we are.
secret keepers of Lawrence. I like that. I'm going to have to use that if y'all don't mind. I will definitely use that.
That is just fine.
But again, everybody, this is the W.L.L. show. This is We Love Lawrence. Remember, support your local community. Like, share this. Tell everybody you know. And if anybody you know needs the help, please, please, please don't hesitate to send them down here. Don't wait, because sometimes if you wait, it can be too late. Thank you again. Y'all have a wonderful day.